Hi everyone. Today in this session we are going to discuss about two-port network chapter. See, this chapter comes under module number 5. Already we discussed module number 1 and module number 2. Now directly I am moving on to the module number 5. After completing this module, yes, we can come back to the module number 3 and 4. See, in module number 5 there are two different chapters. The first one is the two-port network and the second one is the resonant circuit. First, I would like to explain about what is two-port network. Say, out of these three terms, one is the two, next to port network. You know what is network. Let me explain about port. What is port? Say, port is a pair of terminal. Port is a pair of terminal, means how many terminals? Two terminals, in which current is entering through one terminal and current is leaving from the network from the another terminal is known as port. So before discussing two-port network, first let me explain about single port network. I mean, what is port? Let me consider it is a network. And port means pair of terminal. Pair of terminals means two different terminals, and let me call it as 1 and 1 dash. So, because only one set of terminals, the current entering into the port, that is I, and current is leaving from the network from the another terminal. So the voltage across this one is, let me call it as V1 with a polarity plus and minus. What is port? Port is a pair of terminal. Out of these two terminal, current is entering into network through one terminal and current is leaving from the network through another terminal is known as port. Single port means only one set of terminal. Is it clear? So, what is the chapter name? Two-port network. Therefore, two-port network means there are two set of terminals. So, there are four terminals. So, let me draw how this two-port network looks. See, first let me write network. This is network. First set of terminals, this is known as input port. This is known as input port, and let me call it as the current is entering into network I1, and at the same input port, current leaving from the network I1 only. The voltage across input port is denoted by V1, and this one is the output port. Again, the current entering into network across output port is denoted by I2. The current leaving from the network across the output port is denoted by I2. Then the voltage across the output port is V2 with this polarity. So this is known as two-port network because how many ports are there? Two ports are there. What is a port? Pair of terminal. What is two port? Two pair of terminal. I mean two set of terminal. Out of these two set of terminal, and this one is known as input port. This one is known as input port, and this one is known as output port. Is it clear? Say the port to which source is connected, the port to which source is connected is known as input port. That is also known as driving port. What is input port? The port to which source is connected. Let me write how we can connect a source to the input port. Just see here. This is the input port. We can connect a source like this. Is that clear? So this one is known as input port. So Vi is the input voltage. This is also known as driving port. The port to which load is connected, the port to which load is connected is known as output port. Is it clear? So in two-port network, there are two set of terminal. Out of these two port, the port to which input is connected or supply is connected is known as input port. That is also known as driving port. The port to which load is connected is known as output port. The supply voltage is nothing but V1. The supply voltage is nothing but V1. The voltage across the load is nothing but V2. Is it clear? So first, what is port? Then we discussed what is two-port network. Is it clear? Next, say why these ports are required. See, these ports are used to connect input or loads, and if the network is multi-port network means the network consists more than two set of ports. So one set of port is connected to input. The other set of ports are connected to some other network. Those ports are used to connect to larger network. Such networks are known as multi-port networks. So these two-port network parameters describes the complete operation of the networks in terms of voltage and current. These two-port network parameter, it mainly consists of 6 set of parameters. In our syllabus, we are discussing only 4 set of parameters. These two-port network parameters are describes the behavior of these networks in terms of voltage and current. Is it clear? Because when these two-port networks are connected to a larger network, easily we can understand, easily we can analyze the complete network by knowing the two-port network parameters. This is why we are studying the two-port network parameters. And also these two-port network parameters are used to modeling of electronic devices such as transistor modeling and op-amps. In case of electrical engineering, these two-port network parameters are used to modeling transformers and transmission lines. I will explain how we can using these two-port network parameters in modeling of transistors and op-amps. Is that clear? So mainly there are 6 different two-port network parameters are there. First one is the open circuit impedance parameters, also known as Z parameters. Say, if we are discussing any parameter that all the parameters are explained, means describes the behavior of the networks in terms of voltage and current. You can say only 2 different currents in the circuit. One is the input current denoted by I1. Another one is the output current denoted by I2. Similarly, how many voltages are there? There are 2 voltages. One is the input voltage denoted by V1. Another one is the output voltage denoted by V2. See, if you discuss any parameter, all these parameters describes the behavior of these two-port networks in terms of voltage and current only. So there are mainly 6 set of parameters. So the first one is the Z parameter. First one is the Z parameter. This Z parameter is also known as open circuit impedance parameter. You know, Z means what? Impedance parameters. So another term is adding to this Z parameter. What is that? Open circuit impedance parameter. I will explain why it is known as open circuit impedance parameter. This is the first set of parameter. The second one is Y parameter. The second one is Y parameter. What is this? Y indicates admittance parameters. So this is also known as short circuit admittance parameters. What is the another name? Short circuit admittance parameters. Let me brief out why the open circuit for impedance and short circuit for admittance. See, in order to obtain these parameter, any one of the port must be open circuited in case of Z parameters. Similarly, in case of Y parameter, in order to obtain a Y parameter, the port must be short circuited. That's why the name open circuit impedance parameter and short circuit admittance parameter. Anyhow, we are going to explain and derive these parameters. First one is Z parameter, Y parameters. The third one is H parameters. The third one is H parameter. This H indicates hybrid parameters. Why it is known as hybrid parameter? Because this H parameter consists the combination of Z and Y. This H parameter consists the combination of Z and Y. That's why this is known as hybrid parameters. It is combination of impedance and admittance parameters. That's why it is known as H parameters. So, and the fourth one is T parameters. The fourth one is T parameters. This is also known as ABCD parameters also. And this is also known as chain parameter. And one more name, pi parameter. There are so many names for this T parameters. Say these parameters are used in transmission lines. It is just like a cascade connection, end-to-end connection. We are using these set of parameters in modeling of transmission channels. That's why why it is known as ABCD parameter, because each parameters are different. That's why we need to represent each parameter in different name. That's why we are represented it by A, B, C, D parameter. Why it is also known as chain parameter? Because in transmission lines, how they are connected? End-to-end connection, just like a ladder network, just like a chain network. That's why it is also known as chain parameters. And fifth one is inverse H parameters. Inverse H parameters. And next one is inverse T parameters. Inverse. These are the very famous and commonly used 6 set of two-port network parameters. Out of these 6 set of parameters, we are not going to discuss these 2 set of parameters, because in the syllabus it is clearly mentioned we are discussing only these 4 set of parameters. Because we are also finding the interrelationship between these parameters. First one is the Z parameters. What is that? Z indicates impedance parameters. Why this impedance parameters is known as open circuit impedance parameters? In order to obtain Z parameter, either input port or output port is open circuited. That's why it is known as open circuit impedance parameters. Second one is Y parameters. What is this Y? Admittance parameters. In order to obtain Y parameter, any one of the port, either input port or output port, is short circuited. That's why the name short circuit admittance parameters. And the third one is H parameter, because in order to obtain this H parameter, in one case we need to consider open circuit and short circuit, because it is a combination of both Z as well as Y. That's why it is known as H parameters. And the last one, fourth set of parameters are T parameters, also known as ABCD parameters, commonly called as chain parameters. Now let us discuss one by one what is Z parameter, how to obtain the equations for Z parameters, then Y, then hybrid, then T parameters. Is that clear? Again, what is port? Pair of terminal. What is two port? Two pair of terminal. Why we are discussing all these parameters? Because these parameters express or describes the behavior of the networks in terms of voltage and current. Anyhow, in order to connect any larger network, we are using these two-port or multi-port networks. So by knowing these two-port network parameter, easily we can analyze the complete network, including that larger network, complex network. It is easy to analyze the complete network. Okay, now let us discuss one by one the set of parameters. The first one is open circuit impedance parameters, commonly known as Z parameters of two-port network. Say these Z parameters are obtained. These Z parameters are obtained by expressing voltages at input port and output port. You know what is input voltage? V1, that is nothing but supply voltage. Supply voltage means the source is connected to the port to which source is connected is known as input port. That source is nothing but V1 input voltage. The port to which load is connected is known as output port. The voltage across the load is denoted by V2. So, in order to explain Z parameters, express voltages. How many voltages are there? V1 input voltage and V2 output voltage at both the ports in terms of currents at input and output ports. Is it clear? In order to explain Z parameter, express voltages at input and output port in terms of currents. What are the two different current? Input current and output current. Is it clear? Here V1 and V2 are dependent variable because we are expressing V1 and V2 in terms of I1 and I2. Is it clear? See, before that, let me write V1 is equal to function of I1 and I2. Again, V2 is equal to function of I1, I2. So that now you can understand. See, in order to obtain Z parameter, express voltages V1 and V2 in terms of currents I1 and I2. Therefore, V1 is function of I1, I2, V2 is function of I1 and I2. Therefore, V1 and V2 are dependent variable. Depends on what? Depends on I1 and I2. Therefore, I1 and I2 are independent variables. V1 and V2 are dependent variables. I1 and I2 are independent variables. V1 and V2 depends on what? Input current and output current. Is it clear? These two are the very important point in order to obtain Z parameter, express input and output voltage in terms of input and output currents. Therefore, V1 and V2 are dependent variables, I1 and I2 are independent variables. Is it clear? Now, just write this function in terms of equation. How we can write these two functions in terms of equation? Now, I am including the parameters. What is that parameters? Z parameter. How we can write this in equation form? V1 is equal to Z11 I1 V1 is equal to Z11, that is the coefficient, that is the parameter Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Z12 I2. Similarly, second equation, no? V2 is equal to, yes, Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. See, this indicates the matrix position 1, 1 I1, because first equation 1, 1 I1. Next to 1, first equation only, but the second factor 1, 2 I2. Again V2 is equal to Z, second equation 2, 1 I1 plus Z22 I2. So that still we can clearly understand this equation by writing this equation in matrix form. How we can write this equation in matrix form? First, let me write the coefficient of I1, I2. What is that? Z11. Next, Z12. Next, Z21. Z22. This matrix is multiplying with the variables. What are the variables? I1, I2. That is equal to, this equation is in matrix form Z11, 12, 21, 22 multiply with I1, I2, that is equal to voltages V1, V2. Is that clear? Now, these are the 4 different parameters of, what is that? Open circuit impedance parameters. Now we are going to derive the equation or expressions for Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. Is it clear? Now in order to obtain these parameters expression, first let me consider case 1. Let me consider case 1. Say, in order to define Z parameter, or else Z parameters are defined only when any one of the port is open circuited. Listen carefully. Z parameters are defined only when any one of the port is open circuited. So now let me consider in case 1, output port is open circuited. Output port is open circuited. Output port is open circuited means what? When the load is removed, see, when the load is removed, the output port becomes open circuited. When the load is removed, what is I2? I2 becomes 0. What is V2? There is a V2. There will be a V2 because voltage is measured under open circuit condition only. But because of load is removed, there is no path for a flow of current. That's why I2 becomes 0. Therefore, output port is open circuited means I2 is equal to 0. See, when you are writing this answer in examination, write separate circuit in this point. After case 1, write separate circuit. In that circuit, load is removed and also indicate I2 is equal to 0. I am just altering in the same circuit, but you need to write separate circuit for case 1. What is the case 1 circuit? Remove the load and make I2 is equal to 0. Next, substitute I2 is equal to 0 in this equation, and let me call it is set of equations are star. Is it clear? Substitute I2 in the first equation. First, or else let me denote this is equation 1 and equation 2. Therefore, put I2 is equal to 0 in equation 1. I2 is equal to 0 in equation 1. Consider the equation 1. Say V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 into what is I2? What is I2? I2 is 0. When when output port is open circuited. Therefore, substitute I2 is equal to 0. Is that clear? So, this entire term becomes 0. Now, get the expression for Z11. Z11 is equal to V1 by I1 at I2 is equal to 0. So, you got the expression for Z11. What is Z11? V1 by I1. See, what is impedance? Impedance is the ratio of voltage and current. It is just like a resistance. By Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. What is R? R is equal to V by I. Similarly, what is Z? Z is equal to V by I only. But this first one indicates this voltage prefix V1. Next one, I1. Is that clear? So, similarly, put I2 is equal to 0 in equation 2. Put I2 is equal to 0 in equation 2. Consider the equation 2. V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z21 I1 plus Z22 into I2. Again, what is I2? 0. Substitute 0. Again, this term becomes 0. Is that clear? Now, what is Z21? Z21 is equal to V2 by I1 at I2 is equal to 0. Is that clear? Again, say Z21. This 2 indicates V2 divided by this 1 indicates I1. So, this is V1 by I1. Z21 is V2 by I1. Okay. In order to obtain these two parameters, what is these two parameters? Z11 and Z21. Z11 and Z21, I2 must be 0. How to make I2 0? Just output port is open circuited. Just remove the load, then I2 becomes 0. This is case 1. Now, case 2. Case 2. So, in order to obtain another 2 more Z parameter, case 2, yes, input port is open circuited. Input port is open circuited. Input port is open circuited means what? Just remove the source. Input port is open circuited means just remove the source. Therefore, I1 becomes 0. Okay, let me rearrange the circuit in the same circuit here. The load comes because we are not changing the output port. So, there is some amount of current is flowing. What is that? I2. Then what is this? Load. Now, the source is removed. When the source is removed, I1 becomes 0. When the source is removed, I1 becomes 0. Now you can understand Z parameters are defined only when any one of the port is open circuited. First, output port is open circuited. So, you got the equations for Z11 and Z21. Now, input port is open circuited. Therefore, I1 becomes 0. So, just substitute I1 is equal to 0 in equation 1. I1 is equal to 0 in equation 1. Say, what is that equation 1? V1 is equal to, yes, Z11 into, what is there? I1. What is I1? 0 plus Z12 I2. Z12 I2. So, therefore, this term becomes 0. Z12 is equal to V1 by I2 at I1 is equal to 0. Is it clear? Say Z12 is equal to V1 by I2 at I1 is equal to 0. Similarly, just consider I1 is equal to 0 in equation 2. Yes, what is the equation 2? V2 is equal to Z21 into I1 means 0 plus Z22, next to I2. Again this term becomes 0. So what is Z22? Z22 is equal to V2 by I2 at I1 is equal to 0. So how many parameters? Z parameters? There are 4 Z parameters. One is the Z11. Next to Z21. After that Z12. Next to Z22. Is it clear? Okay, say there is a name for all these 4 individual Z parameters. Say Z11 is equal to V1 by I1. You know what is Z? V by I. Z11 is equal to V1 by I1 when at I2 is equal to 0. At I2 is equal to 0 is known as open circuit impedance parameter. This is impedance. How we obtained? By making open circuit. Similarly, Z21 is equal to V2 by I1 at I2 is equal to 0. See here V2 by I1. In the first case V1 by I1, V2 by I1 is known as open circuit reverse transfer impedance. Open circuit reverse transfer impedance. Now Z12 is equal to V1 by I2. V1 by I2 open circuit transfer impedance. See, this is V1 by I2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2. That's why open circuit transfer impedance. This is 2 by 1. That's why open circuit reverse transfer impedance. The last one very simple. Z22 is equal to V2 by I2. V2 by I2 at I1 is equal to 0 is called open circuit output impedance. Z11 open circuit input impedance. Open circuit input impedance. Open circuit input impedance parameter. This one is open circuit output impedance parameters. Say in examination the question is clear. Explain H parameters for two-port network with equivalent circuit diagram. Okay, first you need to explain the general two-port network. So after that, say here Z parameters are explained by expressing voltages at input and output ports in terms of current at input and output ports. Therefore, V1 and V2 are function of I1 and I2. So V1 and V2 are dependent variables, whereas I1 and I2 are independent variable. So Z parameters are defined only when one of the port is open circuited. So that's why case 1 output port is open circuited. Just substitute I2 is equal to 0 in equation 1 and 2. Case 2 input port is open circuited. Substitute I1 is equal to 0 in equation 1 and 2. Finally, the equivalent circuit diagram is, so this is the equivalent circuit diagram that consists impedances along with dependent voltage sources. Impedances along with dependent voltage sources. Okay, so this is the input port. What is the current is flowing at input port? I1, and the same some other port. What is the current is leaving from the network? I2 plus 2 minus what is the voltage at input port is denoted by V1. Is it clear? Then this one is Z11. What is that? Open circuit input impedance. Next this one is the Z22. What is this? Open circuit output impedance. Therefore, again, what is this current? I2. The same current is leaving from the network. The voltage at the output port is V2 with the polarity plus to minus. Next to this one is Z12. This is dependent voltage source. That's why I am writing polarity inside the diamond symbol. Dependent voltage source means it should depends on some other variables, right? That is output current Z12 into I2. See, output current dependent voltage source. Because this voltage source is dependent voltage source that depends on output current. Output current dependent voltage source. Similarly, again this is also dependent voltage source. This is Z12 and this one is the Z21. This dependent voltage source depends on input current. Output current dependent source, input current dependent source. This is Z12, Z21. This is the equivalent circuit for two-port network of which parameter? Z parameter. Z parameters effective circuit diagram. Don't forget to write this circuit diagram in examination because this circuit diagram carries 2 marks. Thank you.